it is Mandy, and thank you for coming back to Munching with Mandy. And today's mukbang, I have Taco Bell. So I have in here, I have a, oh, it's all crunch. I have a Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Taco. And I have a Nacho Cheesier Doritos Locos Taco. And the thing that everybody is talking about, I have the Naked Chalupa. Naked Chicken Chalupa. So, I am going to get busy on that. And I won't fit. And I have a bunch of mild sauce because I am not a super spicy person. And I have a Mountain Dew because that is the drink that I always drink when I drink soda or Coke, but mostly Mountain Dew. I am trying to cut back on my Mountain Dew, but I have really bad caffeine headaches when I stop. And I'm not a huge fan of coffee, so it's like I'm trying to drink more water and less Mountain Dew. I'm working on it. Don't judge me. That's really good. I didn't get the guacamole because I'm not a big fan. But it's the chicken, and then it has all the lettuce and tomato and sour cream inside it. And it's really good. And of course I forgot napkins, so. And I'm starving because I kept thinking I would, I was going to do a watermelon mukbang this morning while my daughter was at school, and I ran out of time. So, like, that's what I was going to get this then, and then it took so long, and it's now, like, almost 2:30, so I'm going to be late posting, and I feel really badly for it. But to get on to base where I live, the line was like clear down the street. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. There was one person checking IDs, and I don't know why that was the case because there was like 10 other people standing around. But couldn't get back forever. It took so long, and now here I am. Give me those tomatoes. I think I mentioned that before, that my husband is military, so we do live on a military base. And it's kind of nice because the surrounding area isn't too great. But I hate having to wait in line all the time. Like, most of the time it's not bad, but every once in a while it gets to be like that, where it's like down the street, down the road that you go through the gate and down the street, like almost to the light at the main corner, and it's just awful, and I don't like that. And it didn't seem to be like there was any problem. Like, it didn't look like a truck had blocked the stuff, or somebody had gone through when they shouldn't, or anything like that. It didn't look like anything normal, or other than normal, so. But like I said, it's really nice living here. I live in a set of townhouses, and they call them townhouses, apartments, whatever. I have an upstairs and a downstairs. I have a small patio. It's fairly big, so I don't mind it. The parking could be better, but you know, it is what it is. There's a lot of people out there too. And it's really quiet for the most part. There's been very few times that we've actually had a problem. I know one time I woke up in the morning, early morning, and this woman was screaming to call 911. And I guess her husband had attacked her or something, and she was like hanging out the window. That's like the only time that things have like really gotten scary there. But they moved out quite a while ago. Now the loudest thing we hear is like the kids from the boys, the men that go to the A school here, like out there chanting and marching and stuff. So. But I generally don't hear them as long as my doors are shut and stuff. I know at one point I could hear my neighbor all the time. She was super, super loud every time she did anything. The lady with the dog. That's the one. This is really good. It's really filling too because it's like eating a big, huge hunk of chicken. Just the tomatoes left. So, next I'm going to do the Cool Ranch. Or the nacho cheese. And it's funny because if I get Doritos, I actually like the Cool Ranch better. And I was so excited when they said that they were going to bring out the Cool Ranch Dorito Socos. And then I tasted it, and it's not bad. But it's funny because I prefer the nacho one. Making a mess. So yesterday, I was supposed to have a neurostimulator implanted in my back for a trial. It was a trial. And so the night before, I didn't eat anything or drink anything. And I get into the doctor's appointment, or the doctor's office. It's like a little outpatient surgery center. And the lady who made my appointment had made a mistake and wrote down March 22nd instead of February 22nd. So, I was actually really grumpy about that because I made my husband stay up. He works nights, so he had to stay up and take me there because they put me out while they do it. And then he was going to have to bring me home. And like, I know she said February because I had my calendar out. Like, I was talking to her. We were going through different dates. No, yes, this will work. No. Okay. And then we decided on February 22nd. So, I'm kind of upset about that. I know it doesn't help everyone, but I'm sure hoping that it does help the back pain that I have. It's falling apart. The back issues that I have, they are congenital. Meaning I inherited them. And I actually inherited it from my mother, who has the same back problems. And she got it from her dad, who has the same back problems. And it's basically spinal stenosis. So the spinal column is like, you know, this, for example, it's this wide all the way down. And all your nerves and your spinal cord and everything are in this hole. And then in my back, the stenosis is the hole narrows and gets tighter and tighter. And when it does that, it starts pinching on the nerves, and there's nowhere for for anything to go, and then they herniate. And so when I was pregnant with my daughter, it started to, I'd had surgery a while back and cleared it out. They go in and they do, they like roto-rooter the inside of it and make it big again, the opening big again. So when I had my daughter, it started getting narrow again, and I couldn't even stand up straight when I was pregnant with her. And I had surgery a month after she was born to go in and thin it out again. But in the meantime, my nerves were so compressed for so long that I have permanent nerve damage in my left leg, and it goes all the way down to like my feet and stuff. So my foot is numb, and I have lots of nerve pain in my legs, and my hips hurt. And so anyway, I'm hoping that that spinal stimulator will help it. I'm hoping the trial works really well. Have any of you had the spinal stimulator or anything like that? Good results with it, or bad, or... I know my surgeon, my back surgeon, actually wanted to fuse my back. And that's what my mom had done. But my pain specialists, they want to go ahead and try this neurostimulator first. Because, you know, that's reversible. They can take that out. But once they do the fusion, they can't reverse that. So the fusion really scares me. But my mom has worked really, really hard. And in about 10 years, she has gotten back a lot of the mobility that she had before, as far as like twisting and turning and bending and stuff. And I guess in the end it would be better than, you know, living with the chronic pain if that fixed it. But my doctor says that nothing will ever completely fix it. Just take a lot of the edge off. So, lucky me. It's not something that I normally talk about, but I do realize that it may have an impact on my my filming schedule. And so I need to really work on getting the shot and kind of built up so that I am never never leaving you guys without a video when it's supposed to be up. So that's what my intent is, and if I ever miss one, I sincerely apologize, but I'm going to get on the ball and get that taken care of. I've had 4 back surgeries. And each one has been progressively, worse as far as recovery goes. And I know the last one, I couldn't have done anything for over a week. So if that were to ever happen again, I would really be screwed. So, because I think it's called microdiscectomies and laminectomy, I think is what it is. So yeah, I've got to have stuff built up for you guys in the meantime if that should ever happen again. My doctor was really awful, my surgeon, for the last one, and I won't go back to him. He completely disappeared for 24 hours, over 24 hours, without getting my pain under control. And so I couldn't stand up and walk. I couldn't do anything but cry pretty much. And they couldn't give me anything else because they couldn't get a hold of my doctor. I was so mad. So mad. They kicked the first time I could take one single step forward before I had to sit down. They discharged me. And I had my husband and the orderly had to push my fat ass up in the truck because I couldn't walk. I could not move at all. And then when we got home, we got, what is it? An office chair. And he had to push me into the house so that I could get to a chair to sit down. So, like, I was totally ready to get out of there, but I wasn't physically ready. I couldn't walk. So, but they gave me a walker. I can't believe I'm almost done with these. I'm very hungry. I know it's not real Mexican food. I know it's not real meat. Every once in a while, it's a good treat. So after I saw my my last one and the gold highlighter that made me look just really awful, I've decided I'm not going to wear that makeup anymore. Do you guys like the purple one? It's like my favorite one. I like purple sheen to go with my purple everything else because that's my favorite color. I'm getting so full. Of taco-y goodness all over my fingers. Well, I have finished all of my tacos and I'm all done. I'm kind of full, but I probably could have had some, oh, what are those? The Cinnabon popper things, the little round donut hole thing. Those would have been really nice, but I forgot them, so I probably didn't eat them anyways. So, I guess since I'm full and done, there's no more food except for lettuce. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, morning, wherever you are. And thank you so much for spending some time with me. And I will see you soon. Bye.